Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Nova Covert Ops on Rocket Rabbit Commentaries, and in this episode we'll be finishing Sudden Strike, the second mission in the Nova Covert Ops campaign, as we continue producing Marauders and setting up our defenses for the larger waves that are going to be coming up. Anyway, as I was mentioning, one of the things that happens at this point in the mission is specifically they throw some drop overlords onto our two tower high points, and this is supposed to specifically prevent Nova and the Reapers that you have built or have left from traversing around the map so easily. The problem is a majority of the enemies that they put down at the high points are Zerglings, so our Reapers deal bonus damage to them, and Nova can one-shot them anyway.
Nice.
The actual annoyance, however, is the Overlords themselves, because they will, on very rare occasion, drop a Ultralisk up there. So then, as you're attempting to get up to that point, the Ultralisks will start firing at you, because, you know, yeah, there's that. They have high ground vision, and you don't.
You're not gonna believe this. Defilers are here, and they'll be able to shield other Zerg around them. I'm reading you.
Yes, but as Annotations Greta mentions here, yeah, Nova can snipe through Dark Shroud.
En route.
Nice to have a superpower. The supernova. While we were on a cliff.
Acknowledged.
I don't think I've ever actually listened to Champagne Supernova, Mr. Cloud.
Champagne Supernova. Getting all bubbly in the hubbly.
I don't think that those are the right words.
Let's have a blast.
Sniping all the Zerglings.
Alright, so from here, all we honestly need to do is bounce back and forth between each wave, try and kill the Overlord that's at the top of this tower, and ensure that, you know, Matt doesn't take too much damage.
Yep, we're still...
we're here for another 10 minutes, but... Yeah.
The 15th minute of Defend Horner's base. It's a simple mission, but it will take you the entire mission in order to complete this integral objective to the success of the Dominion.
Acknowledged.
And yay! Alright, we successfully sniped the Defiler, so from here, we just gotta have our Marauders successfully whittle down their forces, and then Matt can take down the Baneling. Haha.
Oh, it's on.
I guess you're good for something.
Clear.
And I think, yep, here is where we get our second
far enough away, but now the Zerg's after them too.
Our second bonus objective. It is very important to do the rest of the bonus objectives in the Nova Covert Ops campaign, specifically to get additional gear pieces for Nova and her forces later on, because eventually we'll get gear for our actual forces, making them even more elite.
Strictly business.
Now, are these like actual skill trees, or is
they're not
this
skill
just
trees?
the game equipping you?
They're not skill trees. They're gear pieces.
Are these mandatory gear pieces?
They
or
are not
optional
mandatory gear pieces. You can, in fact, clear most of the entire game just by doing a no secondary objectives run. I would highly recommend against that, to be perfectly honest, because the stuff that you get for these bonus objectives is extremely nice. Like, one of the ones we get from here is the secondary munitions for our infantry units, and secondary munitions for the Marauder, very specifically, effectively triples its damage output.
In the rear with the gear.
It is very nice.
Yeah.
I forget
SCVs.
if we get anything else really important for our infantry. I don't think we get the Super Stim Pack. The Super Stim Pack is definitely one that we will have going into the next mission, but I think we get it naturally.
Time's a wasting.
One of the things that we did get that was actually really nice, though, was the rangefinder Oculus as our first bonus objective here for Nova, which will be extremely powerful going into later missions, because it gives her +2 range and +1 range on all of her abilities. It's quite nice.
Over the cliff, above the trench, intercepting Zerg we go.
Unfortunately, we lost control of all of our Reapers. So
Executing. On the move.
I think, based on what I'm observing here, the game does want you to concentrate on improving your other units. Nova on her own, although powerful single shot and formidable as well as resilient in battle, is not very effective against a horde of enemies that are coming at you at the same time.
depends on the style of horde. To be perfectly honest, a horde of Zerglings, Nova can take down with a single pulse grenade. But a horde of medium-sized units, yeah, she can't actually do all that well against those.
Because those grenades have a cooldown.
I do actively dislike Sudden Strike. We spend effectively fucking 15 minutes building up defense extremely slowly, and then it only really matters for the last 4 fucking minutes because of how easily Nova actually deals with these waves almost on her own. They want you to build Reapers and do spider mines, and no, I fucking refuse to do spider mines. Spider mines are just that terrible.
Nova here.
So it sounds like the experienced Covert Ops / Starcraft 2 player is anxious to move on to the more difficult missions, where as much as the game insists that you develop, you're going to be over-prepared and over-qualified for the job.
Status report.
Got a whole lot of love.
I do like that the first true formula StarCraft 2, complete with mineral gathering, Vespene, working on a budget, developing your forces, and increasing the capacity of your supply is a great introduction for the rest of the game. But you are welcome to do this only half awake, falling asleep at your keyboard because of how simple and somewhat repetitive it is.
Yes, with a blanket.
Ultralisks are moving into attack. You'd better hurry.
This is the only dangerous wave in the entire mission. This one wave that's got an Ultralisk with it.
Grenade, wake up! Whoa. Time to attack.
And to be perfectly honest, the only reason why the Ultralisk is dangerous is because we're supposed to be building Reapers the entire time. And, well, Reapers can't deal with Ultralisks. They just cannot do it. It's why we have the Marauders, because the Marauders, as you will see here, effectively just shred through these Ultras with a couple of snipes thrown into them.
Loud and clear.
Mineral field depleted.
Nice.
No, we're running out of minerals at our base, Mr. Cloud.
Among a number of other things that Nova was forgetting, because she has amnesia, and amnesiacs might have forgotten not only the kinds of enemies that the Zerg can throw, but also that mineral fields that are overly harvested will become depleted, which means you have to go to another one in order to continue your economy.
We don't have another one, though, Mr. Cloud.
Oh, thank God.
Mineral field depleted.
That's quite a cause for caution.
Behold a Brutalisk.
Complete.
And that's why I don't use the fucking spider mines, because like 9 spider mines go off directly on the Brutalist fucking head, and it only cuts him down to about half health. I get that the spider mines are actually really effective against specifically the Zerglings that show up, but that's it. That's the only unit they're good against. And even then, they still need to be chained. They need to be chained specifically in a manner that actually, that kills multiple Zerglings per detonation.
I hope you're not still doubting my loyalty, Admiral.
We all appreciate your aid right now.
That's why we're going to keep things secret from you.
What? You want something?
Confirm that last.
Hey, Swarm Queen. Hey, other Swarm Queen.
Horner definitely knows something that we don't.
Yes. Horner will actually bother to explain what the fuck is going on after this mission is over, but he's not at liberty to tell us right now because, well, it's technically state secrets, and yeah, bureaucracy is a thing, Mr. Cloud.
Red tape, statute of limitations, need to know basis.
The lack of supply depots.
Confirm
The
that
phone's
last.
off the hook.
Executing.
My secretary called in sick. Sorry, I lost the file. I put it in the wrong folder.
It went into summer vacation 2017 instead of summer vacation 2019.
Oh no, my coffee. It's everywhere.
Go on. Let's have a blast.
Oh, I miss the attitude on these Marauders. They just want to party.
They do. Oh, look, we completely ran out of minerals at our base.
Nova.
Yeah, but we already knew that.
Forces are coming in for one last strike. You have to hold them off.
Yeah, and spend the rest of your... Did you hear that, player? This is the last strike. So throw everything you got down into production or whatever. Because nothing else is going to come after this, we promise.
Got it.
Because that would be a real dick move. The game saying, "Heh, psych, that wasn't actually the last one. Oh, you're out of resources? Heh, we tricked you."
Strictly business.
Okay, we only got about 45 seconds left.
Oh dear.
En route.
Well, not exactly a day late and $1 short. But,
Our allies' base is under attack.
we more handsomely defended.
Base is
If
under
only we
attack.
actually spent our minerals in Vespane.
Our allies
We can't.
attack.
We have 2 barracks fully going right now, Mr. Cloud. We can't spend it. We can't spend it on anything else for this mission.
So you mean the barracks are pumping out units as we speak?
Yes, the barracks are pumping out additional Marauders as we speak.
Terran battle cruisers
Ah.
are warping in above the Zerg's position, but they aren't the Emperor's.
What? I don't like the look of this.
Then
Who called in the fleet?
Well, we will actually get an answer for that, believe it or not, Mr. Cloud. And so ends Sudden Strike.
sending out a broadcast, patching it through.
The Zerg have always been a threat. And today, the Emperor's forces have proved that they are too weak to protect the people of Moria. But the Defenders of Man are here for you.
That is
The
bullshit.
Defenders of Man.
Sure, the last wave was really, really big, but we totally fended that off.
They're
Blah.
contacting us directly.
I'm like laughing hysterically inside.
Our protection. Surrender the ghost and evacuate, or face the
The Emperor had let you down,
Like hell we
but you can count on
Nova,
the
get your
good guy
forces back
squad.
here. They can't stop us from leaving while they're still
Well,
fighting
not
the
the
Zerg.
not to be
We'll have to
confused
meet the
with the
Emperor
bad guy
elsewhere.
squad. We're good.
You know, calling themselves the Defenders of Man does give the game away, you know? Anyway, yeah, that was Sudden Strike. We didn't kill anything with spider mines because fuck spider mines.
Arachnophile.
So, now we get into some of the bigger conceits of Nova Covert Ops, where we're going to get introduced to a new character, a somewhat interesting new character.
First name Defender, last name Man.
Report from the controversial Defenders of Man. They claim that more Zerg attacks are imminent, and Emperor Valerian has refused to take necessary action to protect civilians. General Davis
Hey, Miss
supported the
Lockwell.
Emperor, while Magistrate Grayson says this could mean the worst for Valerian's regime.
Hey, Valerian, nice to see you're still in
I'm glad to
power.
see you made it here safely.
The Defenders of Man didn't make it easy.
No, not for either of us. Yet if we work together, I believe we can stop them before they tear apart the Dominion.
And your
I certainly hope so, or else this will be a very short campaign, Valerian.
I am not the man my father was. I wish to serve a greater good. I think we have that much in common.
Kind
This
of.
ship
I
is
want
at
to
your
shoot things and blow
disposal,
stuff up.
along with my covert ops crew. You will lead them. All I ask in return is your loyalty.
I'm a Dominion ghost. You already have my loyalty.
I was hoping you'd say that. Rigel?
Then come to find out that
Your
her
new
blocked
weapons and
memory was
technology
of her
specialist.
being of the opposing faction.
Actually, yes, that is exactly where this story is going.
Our scan
Duh.
shows your memories have been altered.
Hi, Rigel.
But it may still
Meet
be
Rigel.
possible
He is going to be our tech support
This
dude
device
for
sends
the
an
rest of the
electric
campaign.
pulse through your neural
Yeah, we don't
network.
get Swan back. Damn
The
it.
process is unpleasant, but it can restore recent memories.
Well, I mean, for goodness sake, I mean, you can't be coach for the rest of your life. Someone else has got to put on the hat and the microphone.
It's not working. I just keep seeing the city where I grew up. But it's destroyed. Covered in creep. I shouldn't remember it that way. I never went back after the Zerg attacked.
But you did.
Perhaps you did.
Why would
Cloud,
the
you can't
defenders
just
of
steal
man
Rigel's
operate out of
lines.
Tarsonis?
A good question.
I'm already
Go there and
freaking
find out.
2 hours ahead of this game. And in the next part,
We will successfully start the next mission. Be safe, everybody.